Hello class, let's jump into week 7. Week 7 represents a significant shift in the course. Up until now we've been establishing the business, setting up your website, and now we are going to pivot and focus on marketing really for the majority of the remainder of the semester. There's some other topics we'll hit as we go through, but most of it is really focused on marketing your business. To do that, we're going to start in Google Ads. So we'll create an ads campaign. We will not launch it this week, but we will create the campaign and get it ready to launch over the next few weeks. Along with that, we will jump into keywords. Keywords will be an important part of any marketing, search engine optimization, any attempt at getting your business out there online is based around the keywords you use. So we'll start on keywords, but these are keywords that we'll refine and use throughout the next few weeks on these different marketing topics. You'll have your discussion board on each of those and a reflection. So this is a straightforward week. Your first few weeks of the class are built around projects 1 and 2. So those are mixed into the course assignments for each week. This week is much more straightforward, just 2 topics. So let's jump into this first one, prepare assignment to create your ads campaign. This is a video to help you get started with Google Ads. You should already be familiar with Google Ads because you've been using the keyword tool planner. So you can go ahead and watch that, but that's really going to be a repeat for most of you just to make sure you're comfortable with Google Ads. You will log into Google Ads and create an ad campaign. It says here, do not activate it. That is an important point in this week. What we're trying to do is create a campaign and help you be prepared to launch it, but we're going to take a few weeks to help you prepare it. So this is just the basics. Create a campaign, create a basic text ad. We're going to refine that ad over the next few weeks before we launch it. You'll enter in keywords. The second assignment this week will help you develop those keywords. What you're doing is you're setting out the structure of this campaign, and then we will go back to each aspect of this over the next couple weeks and refine it. So once that's all set up, you'll fill out a Word document with these questions answered. Think about what geographic locations you want your ad to show in. Are you trying to focus worldwide? Is this a specific country, a specific language that people speak? Is it local? Is it a certain geographic area of a country, say Western or Northeastern United States, because of tastes and preferences? What devices do you want your ad to show on? Is it everything? Are you going to focus on mobile devices? Did you choose automatic or manual bidding options? And then what is your daily budget and why? This is an important point. You can tell Google Ads exactly how much you want to spend exactly how much you want to spend every day. One quick note about this here, automatic or manual bidding options. What you are doing in Google Ads is bidding against other people who want to show their ad in that ad space for those search terms, those keywords. So if I'm selling t-shirts and somebody types in a certain type of t-shirt, a graphic tee will say, I'm bidding against all the other companies that want to show on that keyword. So depending on the keyword you enter and the level of competition, Google will suggest bidding amounts, how much you might want to bid to get space in a certain set of keywords. But keep in mind that Google considers 2 things. They consider 1, the amount of money you're willing to bid, and 2, the quality of your ad. The higher the quality of your ad, assessed by Google and their algorithms, the higher the quality of your ad, the lower you have to bid to win that ad space. So we will go into more depth on that later, but think about that as you're considering automatic or manual bidding options. That's what that gets down to when they're asking about bidding options. When you use Google Ads, you're actually bidding for ad space. The second topic is keyword basics. It emphasizes, or I try and emphasize, the word basics. We will be refining a lot with keywords in this course. I highly recommend the readings and the videos as you start into keywords, just to make sure you understand the concept. I will explain the basics here, but if you are unfamiliar with keywords, it's really important to understand how they work online. Keywords will play into your ads campaign. As I mentioned before, you'll enter that in to create an ads campaign. But they also play into your website. What you're doing with a keyword is you're telling the Google Ads, or we'll get into this more with search engines, you're also telling search engines what your website is about. It's a very succinct way to make sure everyone online knows what your business is all about. And you want to think of this from the perspective of the customer. What problem are you solving for the customer? What are they likely to search in a search engine to get to your product, to get to your website? And these readings, this video will help you consider that, how to pick the right keywords. Then you'll open up an Excel document and you'll have columns of keyword, group theme, match type, scrub, and comments. These categories are explained in these readings, and I'll show you an example down here. But you'll want to have at least 20 keywords. I suggest more than 20, but for the assignment you'll need at least 20. And then you will organize them into themes and a match type, whether they're a broad match or an exact match. And then you'll have this scrub and comments, right? If you want to scrub a keyword because it's a repeat or it's unnecessary, what you're trying to do is brainstorm as many keywords as you can, and then you go back through and you'll assess their different groups that you can categorize them into, whether or not they're a broad or an exact match, and whether or not you want to keep them. This overall is simply a brainstorming exercise to help you narrow down what you might use for keywords. Then you will create a Word document and answer these questions. What's a good keyword? What's characteristics of a good keyword, and what are characteristics of a bad keyword? And by the end of this assignment, you should feel comfortable with that, not only from your own keywords and your own work, but from these readings. And that'll be it for this week. So the two things we do, the creating the ads campaign and the keywords, are things we will work on throughout the rest of the course to refine and change. So you're just laying the foundation for those now. Then you'll have the discussion boards and your reflection, and that will be it. So please reach out if you have questions this week. Happy to go through either of those assignments in more detail. Thanks, everyone.